Hello everyone. In this presentation, we will discuss about the structure and catalytic activity of carboxypeptidase. This presentation has been carried out by three of us, Devdeep Chatterjee, myself Soikat Mondal and Kostop Banerjee. So introduction. Carboxypeptidase is a digestive enzyme that hydrolyzes the carboxy terminal, it is called C-terminal peptide bond. It is synthesized in pancreas and secreted into small intestine. It will cleave off any residue, but it will not cleave arginine, lysine or proline amino acid containing amide bonds. Carboxypeptidase can be classified into two ways. One is by active site mechanism and other is by substrate preference. Carboxypeptidases are usually classified into one of several families based on their active site mechanism. So first one is enzymes, that carboxypeptide enzymes that use a metal in the active site are called metallocarboxypeptidase. Other carboxypeptidases that use active site serine residue are called serine carboxypeptidase, and those that use active site cysteine are called cysteine carboxypeptidase. On the other hand, it can be further classified by substrate preference. By substrate preference, another classification system for carboxypeptidase refer to different class. One is carboxypeptidase A and another is carboxypeptidase B. Carboxypeptidase that have a stronger preference for those amino acids containing aromatic or branched hydrocarbon chain are called carboxypeptidase A, and carboxypeptidase that cleaved positively charged amino acid like arginine or lysine are called carboxypeptidase B. So now the carboxypeptidase A is further classified into A1 and A2 isoforms. As I said earlier, that A1 isoform shows a preference for aliphatic C-terminal residues of the polypeptide substrate, while the A2 isoform selectively acts on the bulkier C-terminal residues. There are different other carboxypeptidases that are usually involved in regulatory operations. CPA was first isolated by Waldschmidt and Parr in 1929 and it was first crystallized by Anson in 1937. CPA was the first metalloprotease enzyme and it was the second zinc containing enzyme, means zinc as a prosthetic group enzyme can be identified. So now I will discuss how these enzymes are important for our body. As we know that amino acids are building block of all the proteins of our body. Every enzyme, every hormone, even antibodies are made up of amino acids. Basically they are all proteins. So our body needs amino acids to construct enzymes, hormones and antibodies. So by some way the amino acid should come in our body if this is not synthesizable inside the body. So proteins from the food must be separated into their constituent amino acids, and this work has been done by CPA and other digestive enzymes. These collect amino acid from food protein which cannot be, or some of them cannot be synthesized by the body, and these amino acids are used to reconstruct the protein needed of our body. This is the function of this enzyme. So now I will discuss about the structure of this enzyme. The prosthetic group of this carboxypeptidase enzyme has a zinc plus 2 ion and the monomeric protein part has 307 amino acid residue. The molecular weight of this enzyme is 34.6 kilodalton. The zinc plus 2 ion that is shown here is attached with two nitrogen atoms of the histidine unit, which are histidine 69 and histidine 196. The zinc plus 2 ion attached to nitrogen atom of these two amino acids. A carboxylate oxygen atom of the glutamate GLU72 is attached with this zinc by a bidentate fashion. One water molecule is also attached with this. There is a glutamic acid residue GLU270 is at close proximity of this zinc ion. This forms the active site cavity of this carboxypeptidase enzyme. So now I will talk about the enzyme action, how this enzyme works. So as I said earlier, it hydrolyzes the C-terminal peptide bond of the polypeptide chain. So how its function? This is the C-terminal bond. So this bond will be cleaved by this function of carboxypeptidase. So if we cleave this bond, we will find this product and that product. So now I am coming to the main part of this enzyme action, is called the enzyme reaction mechanism. Here as we can see, the metal ion is coordinated with the two histidine residue, histidine 69 and histidine 196, and to a glutamate residue that act as a bidentate ligand GLU72 and to a water molecule. the metal is thus solvent accessible and activate the deprotonation of water molecule to form a hydroxide ion, or polarize the carbonyl oxygen of the substrate by coordinating it in the place of the solvent molecule, or both if some flexibility of the coordination sphere is allowed. Another glutamic acid residue, GLU-270, that is shown here, is at close proximity to the metal center. If the role of the metal was mainly to polarize the carbonyl carbon, GLU-270 is deprotonated in its deprotonated form could be positioned to perform a nucleophilic attack on the carbonyl carbon, yielding an anhydride intermediate. Alternatively, the metal could serve or provide a coordinated hydroxide ion in turn that could attack the carbonyl carbon. So here glutamic GLU-270 would help to form ZnOH by transferring the proton to the carboxylate group. On the opposite side, the cavity of tyrosine residue, TRY248, has been shown to be quite mobile and therefore able to approach the site where the catalytic events occur. The cavity has a hydrophobic pocket that can accommodate the residue R and non-polar C-terminal amino acid protein undergoing hydrolysis, thereby accounting for the higher efficiency with which hydrophobic C-terminal peptides are cleaved. Finally, an ASN and 3-arginine residue are distributed in the peptide binding domain. ASN 144 and ARG 145 can interact via hydrogen bonding with the terminal carboxyl group. Arginine 127 can hydrogen bond the carbonyl oxygen of the substrate. So here the zinc OH, the OH minus is acting, zinc OH, the OH minus is acting as the nucleophile for this reaction. So now I am summing up the whole reaction mechanism. The peptide protein is bound at the active site by electrostatic attraction between the negatively charged carboxylate ion and arginine 145. This interaction is shown here like this. The zinc plus 2 ion act as a Lewis acid towards the CO. So this interaction is possible here, increasing the positive character of the carbonyl carbon. Now the ZnOH minus is attacking to the carboxylate carbon, nucleophile acyl substitution occurs. So this is the byproducts of this reaction. So in conclusion, I just want to say that carboxypeptides are very useful enzyme in our body as they help in many physiological functions like activation, degradation and modulation of physiological activity by hydrolyzing the C-terminal peptides of proteins. Lack of this enzyme may cause several diseases like depression, anxiety, infertility, obesity, etc. It is evident from the reaction mechanism that CPA that the enzyme control is an enzyme control catalysis. The side chain of the amino acid can affect the stereoelectronical environment of the substrate by various interactions which can enhance the rate of the reaction. Here we have summarized the structure, activity and some important functions of carboxypeptidase enzyme which are already reported, though there may be many unexplored possibilities of this enzyme which are yet to be discovered. With this, I want to conclude that here is the reference from where we have took the materials of this slide. Here the slides are prepared by Deepik Chatterjee, the video presentation is and the editing work is done by me, Saikat Mondal, and the content is given by Kaustubh Banerjee. Thank you.